That we believe is Shepherd 1. It certainly
All
would seem that way.
That's the Pope.
It's heading there. Monsignor, we really, the people of New York, have you to thank because you were very integral in the process of inviting the Pope to come to New York and speak at the UN. Tell us how that happened.
Actually, I will tell you that I have in front of me actually the words used by the Secretary General
Ban Ki-moon
on the 12th of August, 2014.
Okay.
He wrote to officially to invite the Holy Father, and he said, very clearly, he said, on behalf of the United Nations, I have the great pleasure to invite you to participate in the General Assembly in September 2015. The member states are willing to listen to your address. And so this is going to happen tomorrow. Now, this is the first time that the Pope comes to New York.
And Monsignor, here we have it. The Pope landing.
Yes.
In New York City, landing safely.
That is the plane. You can see the American Airlines Boeing 777-200. Word is starting to spread throughout the crowd right now. People are waving their flags. This is the plane that is bringing Pope Francis here to New York City for the very first time. The crowd is starting to get extremely excited. They're waving their Vatican flags. Some people have already broken out into applause. We have Cardinal Dolan is right here on the tarmac with some of the other church leadership and church clergy, and people are scrambling to get to the barricade to try and get a glimpse. You can see them cheering, and we're going to pan over here to so that you can see the plane as it's coming through on the other side. Roy, can we swing over here? I'm going to duck down, Derry, so that you can get a better view of the plane. That's the American Airlines plane. This was chartered. A lot of people were asking us, is this Shepherd 1? The answer that we found out from the Archdiocese is no. It is a regular commercial airline, but it was chartered by the U.S. Conference of Bishops to take the Holy Father on his travels here in the United States. And this is just something there wasn't any special design inside. There's regular coach seats. There's first class, about 16 first class seats. And some people were wondering, well, would he even sit in first class given how much he wants to be with people? But this is his private plane for the moment. And it's now taxiing on the tarmac here at Kennedy Airport. An historic moment, tremendous sense of excitement is just here. We have the Secret Service, we have the clergy on the tarmac ready to greet him. Basically the crowd, which was making a lot of noise just a couple of minutes ago, people have their phones up. You see the flag, you see the American flag, you see the Vatican flag right there, and the plane is now coming close, so we should have a pretty good view as that door opens up for you. But I can't even describe to you what the sense of excitement and anticipation is here, even with the police officers, the Port Authority police, the Secret Service. There has been tight security here all day, but there's also another type of atmosphere that I can't even describe, of just joy and excitement as this historic moment. Now the plane is pulling up on the tarmac. We're right at the very end of the runway here at Kennedy Airport in front of Building 19, and they're getting the signal from the ground crews to slow down, and slowly coming to a halt here. Cardinal Dolan had his hand over his eyes because it's very sunny here. And here he is. Let's just take in this moment here, this incredible moment. He's holding up there. Okay, it's very windy here at Kennedy Airport, as it usually is. He's got a broad smile on his face. Cardinal Dolan's eyes are glued there. He's moving pretty quickly down these steps here. And we see the other people getting off the plane, the other church officials with him. And I'm not sure who that is in the suit right behind him, but here we go. The Cardinal Dolan, the archbishops, they're greeting him. And he has touched down in New York City, right here at Kennedy Airport on this gorgeous September day. He's hugging them. I think the Pope's going to like New York. He's got a big smile on his face. And here's the other church leadership coming down, and other people that were on this very special American Airlines chartered plane.
Lisa, fantastic job. Thank you very much. What a powerful moment we are witnessing right here. We're going to bring the Monsignor back in. And Monsignor, give us a little more flavor of what we're seeing right now.
Well, this is an incredible sight, but I have seen it so many times. You know, to me, there's a... but to the people of New York, to see Francis, a man so popular, coming to our city and understanding what the message that he has to give us is incredible. And I see all the dignitaries there, you know, with him. Naturally, the Bishop of Brooklyn, because the airport is situated in the Diocese of Brooklyn. That's very important. And then Cardinal Dolan, because he's one of the cardinals of the Holy Roman Catholic Church. And then we have the nuncio to the Archbishop Ausa, the nuncio, who is going to be actually the host here, because he will be at the papal residence at 72nd Street. He will stay there for 2 nights. So we have the privilege of having the Pope with us at the residence, the papal residence, which is the Holy See mission to the United Nations. And that's why here you have this kind of a flavor, not only of popularity among us, among the Catholic people, but especially, I have talked to so many people as I was coming here, you know, people were saying, you know, well, we would like to have still, they're talking about tickets because they want to see the Holy Father.
Right, there's such a demand to see him, right, Monsignor?
Yes, that's an incredible popularity. I have seen, I was part of several of the journeys of John Paul II, you know, but tell you the truth, never like Pope Francis. He has conquered the whole world in such his own encyclical Laudato Si.
Absolutely. And Monsignor, just for a moment, anyone joining us right now, here we are. We are looking at the Pope who has touched down at JFK Airport. He just stepped off Shepherd 1, his airplane, the Boeing 777, which took him from Washington, D.C. Certainly a triumphant and exciting moment for Catholics, non-Catholics alike here in the city as we continue to watch this powerful, profound moment for so many people, the leader of the world's 1.2 billion Catholics here in New York City.
And you know, it has to be said, this has been such a grueling schedule for this man, and he has just kept up with it. He looks wonderful here. He smiles at everyone. I mean, his energy is really just incredible. This is probably one of the clearest, closest pictures we've gotten live of the Pope there. And you can see, I mean, he clearly understands his mission. He is here for the people. He's not concerned about schedules. He understands that he is giving of his heart and his spirit. And these people have waited hours and hours to see him.
Even remember Washington, you know, all the long lines of people that have been waiting there just for 1 minute, just to get a glimpse of the Holy Father.
He's blessing people.
And look at this, he's blessing everyone, and he would like, knowing him again personally, I feel that he would like to say, hey, I would like to touch each one of you, but he cannot touch millions of people.
And it looks like he's walking away now. It looks like his security detail is ushering him over, where he's going to get into a chopper. As Lisa told us, it's a chopper very similar to Marine One. And he's going to be then choppering into Manhattan. He'll be landing at the heliport in Wall Street. In which case then he will get into the motorcade and head up to Fifth Avenue, St. Patrick's Cathedral.
And we will have the long procession, we call it a procession, going from the helicopter to St. Patrick's Cathedral. There will be we call it procession officially, but there will be thousands of people, you know, who would love to be there. And unfortunately, the tickets were
and let's
here's boarding. Look.
Lisa, one final perspective as you see him getting in the helicopter. Certainly, this seems to be something that lived up to everybody's expectation. What a powerful moment.